Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. I'm actually going to be gone today. I'm going to be in the Bay of Greenness fishing for whatever the heck is in the Bay of Greenness. But I will continue to make these videos, maybe even while I'm at the Bay of Greenness. Now, let's start today by thinking about, has Bitcoin's sentiment changed around from the last 2 months where it was fairly bearish, where we've been going down, and then when we got down to 30, 40,000, we kind of just like stabilized there for a while, and it's been waddling between 30 and 40,000 for a long time. We've broken 30 like once or twice, we've broken 40 once or twice, but the overall sentiment has been undeniably bearish. Has that started to turn around now? Because you can only scare people for so long to keep them from a good thing. Now you can see that the BTC USD shorts have actually dropped off a cliff since about 2 days ago. That means less people are betting against Bitcoin. That means the whales are no longer betting against Bitcoin. They don't actually think Bitcoin is going to go down anytime soon. While the BTC USD longs have actually increased since April and have not gone down, which means there are still just as many people. There are still just as many people betting for Bitcoin, thinking that Bitcoin will actually go up. So right now, if you look at the shorts and longs market, it does actually favor the longs. I've said this before, there is a chance of dropping in long liquidation, but if you just look at the overall shorts and longs, it seems like people have terminated those shorts once Bitcoin did not actually go down this weekend. So that sentiment is changing a little bit based on these charts. In terms of the crypto fear and greed index, it is now at fear. It was extreme fear yesterday, and the last month has been extreme fear. The last week has been extreme fear. So we're slightly less fearful now. Now, I think you should buy when people are fearful and fear when people are greedy. There's still fear right now. So I think right now is a pretty good time to actually buy in according to the fear and greed index. Because, eventually, I think if we have a little bit of positive sentiment, the whole it'll turn into the middle medium, and then it'll be greed, and then that's when people actually pile in. You don't really want to buy when it's in an extreme greed, because that means we're kind of, I think that usually just means we're sort of reaching the top and they're going to dump and make people fearful again. But right now we're still in moderate fear mode, which means the extreme fear is over, so the massive dumping might actually be over, but we're not in the phase where people really have started buying it up. So right now might actually be a pretty good time to buy according to the fear and greed index. Now, the other thing is, they've launched salvo and salvo of attacks on Bitcoin, starting with Elon Musk and the whole green energy crypto thing, and then China, and now the latest salvo is the UK. But the UK news did not actually bother the price of Bitcoin. So these salvos of attacks generally aren't working. Now they're saying that crypto must provide a way for the government to reverse transactions. I don't really know if that's going to happen or not, but I think the salvo and salvos of attacks are not working. The stuff coming out from El Salvador, Paraguay, and developing countries is boosting crypto, counteracting that FUD news. And also, I do think big institutions like Morgan Stanley are actually buying in, because they just bought $28,000 of Grayscale. So I think the sentiment is actually reversing now, and hopefully we can break 40,000 this weekend. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.